Good morning, Waterloo. For all of those of you who are joining us from around the country and around the globe, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Faculty Feud. I am your host, Josué Kirk. No relation to Captain Kirk, other than we're both devilishly handsome, and I'm a big fan of Star Trek. Now, all pop culture references aside, it's time for us to start playing our game, which is based off of pop culture. For those of you who don't know how Faculty Feud works, it's going to work the exact same way as Family Feud. I'm going to have one contestant from our Professor family and our Pink Tie family come up and square off, ready to go and answer a question we pulled 100 UW math or CS students with. They're aiming to get the most popular answer from our survey. Whichever contestant gets that most popular answer, we're going to go back over to their family and cycle through them till they get all of the answers on the board. However, if they get any of those answers wrong, they get a strike. 3 strikes, and we're going to move it over to the other family for a chance to steal. Afterwards, lather, rinse, recurse, and we're going to keep on playing this until 11:40, where we move on to fast money. That's going to be whichever team gets the most points. I'll explain those rules once we get there, but for now, are you guys ready to play Faculty Feud? I can't hear you. I actually can't hear you because I don't know where anyone is right now.
Yes.
All right. I heard Craig there. Excellent. Now, to kick things off, I'm going to need Andrew. I'm going to need Mary.
Hi.
Hello there. All right.
Oh, gosh.
Are you guys ready? All right. Our very first question then. What is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW math or CS student? Andrew.
Geese.
Can we see geese? Too bad. But I'm with you there. Geese are pretty terrifying. All right, Mary, your turn.
Midterms.
Can we see midterms up on that board? Oh, that's too bad. All right, we're going to move it back over to Andrew then for another chance on this. Andrew, what is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW math or CS student?
Waking up on time?
Can I see waking up on time? It's so strange because you're really putting up some good answers there. I'm really bad about that. All right, Mary, your turn. What is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW math/CS student?
Rankings.
Can we see co-op rankings? Awesome. All right, that means we're going over to our Pink Tie family. Now, Mary, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself before we move on to our next contestant?
Hi, my name's Mary. I'm in 3B CS. What else is interesting about me? I can almost lick my elbow.
Yeah, I've seen her do it.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. And Mary, are there any interesting activities or clubs on campus that you'd recommend people get involved with?
One thing I always like to recommend is joining our board game Discord. We play board games every Thursday night, or other times in the day, depending on what your Thursday looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I highly recommend that. The board games are all very fun. Mary is a board game master. All right. I think we just lost Abhiraj, so we're going to have to move past him there and move on to our next contestant, which is going to be Morgan then. So Morgan, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself? I'm not sure if you're muted. There we go.
My name is Morgan. I think I'm in my 2B term of math. I am currently on a co-op term though, and I am a CS 115 ISA.
Oh, that's interesting. Could you tell us a little bit more about what a 115 ISA is?
So it's kind of like a TA. We used to be referred to as tutors. So like you can come to me and ask questions during things like office hours and send me emails.
Very good, very good. I'm sure many of our students out there are going to be seeing lots of you, and I highly recommend. Morgan's a great person. She actually baked me bread just the other day, and it's very good. All right, Morgan, could you tell us what is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW Math/CS student?
I think I'm going to go with assignments.
Oh, that's a very good one. All right, can we see assignments? Yeah. Make sure you start your assignments early there. Very important to get on top of these things. All right, next up, we have, I think Abhiraj joined back. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you there, Abhiraj?
I'm sorry.
That is
sorry,
no
got disconnected.
problem. These things happen. All right, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Abhiraj Lamba. I'm going into my 2B, double major CO and pure math with an English minor. And really excited to be here today.
Oh, we're excited to have you, that's for sure. All right, could you tell us, Abhiraj, what is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW Math/CS student?
I have to say, the most stressful thing, having a social life.
Having a social life. Let's see it. All right, that's okay. One strike. We'll brush that off. All right, next up, we have Lucy. Could you tell us just a little bit about yourself, Lucy?
Hi, Jose. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay. I'm in computer science and business administration double degree. I just finished off my 3B term and I'm on co-op right now.
Ah, cool. So what are you doing for your co-op then?
I'm a software developer.
Ah, very cool,
Yes.
very cool. I can imagine that's pretty stressful, so I'm sure you'll be an expert on this question. What is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW Math/CS student?
I'm going to have to go with trying to cook or trying to find food in general.
All right, can we find food up on the board?
Oh, okay.
Too bad. That was a good one, though. You don't need to rub it in, Thomas. Okay. Next up, we have Maggie. Maggie, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm starting 3B in the fall term, and I'm in double majoring in Ag Sci and Stats. One interesting thing about me, I have over 11K karma on Reddit, and it mostly comes from the r/Waterloo subreddit.
Oh, little plug there for Waterloo Reddit there, I see. Recommend it. There's some good stuff up on there. Now, could you tell us what the most stressful thing in the life of a UW Math or CS student is? You got to be careful here.
I would go with time management.
Okay. Can we see time management? Oh, okay. That gives our professor family a chance to steal now. All right, Andrew, you tell us, what is the most stressful thing in the life of a UW Math/CS student?
Well, so earlier, midterms was mentioned, but finals was not. So our team is going to go with finals.
All right. Final exams. Survey says. Ah, very good. That's too bad. Finals, midterms. Both are pretty stressful, so make sure that you're studying for those, getting good night's sleeps before them. And now we are going to move on to our next question here. So I'm going to need Leslie and Abhiraj for round number 2. Okay. So hopefully you guys are both ready. Question 3 coming your way. I see 2 Abhirajas there. I like seeing that. That's okay. Now, can you name a life skill that some math and CS students don't have? Leslie.
I'm going to say talking to people of the opposite sex.
All right. Talking to people of the opposite sex. Survey says. Okay. All right. I guess all of our math and CS students are just real smooth. All right. Abhiraj, what do you think? Name a life skill that some math and CS students just don't have.
I got to say time management.
Okay. Let's see. Time management. These are tough. I wonder what our survey is thinking out there. All right. Back to you, Leslie. Name a life skill that some math and CS students don't have.
Sports.
Can we see sports? Wow, I guess that math and CS students are just great at everything, if I do say so myself. All right, back to you, Abhiraj. Name a life skill that some math and CS students don't have.
Social media game.
Social media? All right. Can we see social media game? Yeah, I guess we're just perfect in every way. That's all there is to it. There's actually nothing up on those four boards there. All right, Leslie, back to you. Name a life skill that some math CS students don't have.
Cooking.
All right, I'm sensing a pattern with a lot of these answers. Can we see cooking? Okay, very, very good. All right, now we're going to move over to the professor family and give them a chance to introduce themselves. All right, Leslie, you tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am a lecturer in computer science, and I usually teach operating systems, but my research is actually graphics, and I have been here since 2001, which is when I started my undergrad, and I haven't left.
It's just like that that ABBA song, you know, Waterloo. Couldn't escape if I wanted to. Now, a lot of our first years at home are probably feeling a bit nervous about the upcoming term, so do you have any advice you'd like to give them?
Well, it's important to develop a good schedule and make sure that you do lots of sample problems.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely. The key to learning math is to actually do math. Same thing goes with CS. All right, next up, we have Martin. Martin, want to tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Martin. Yes, I am a lecturer for the Combinatorics and Optimization Department here in Math faculty, and I've been in Waterloo since 2002.
Very, very good. Now, combinatorics and optimization, that sounds pretty fancy. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit about what that is?
Sure. Yeah, combinatorics, it's a beautiful branch of math. It's about discrete math. It's about counting things and doing graphs like networks and things like that. And optimization is just finding the best way to do things like maximizing profit or increasing efficiency.
Yeah. Or playing a game show.
Yes.
All right.
Now I'm getting strike, yes.
Could you tell us a life skill that some math and CS students just don't have?
I would say, I'm definitely getting this wrong, it's going to be poetry.
That's true. All right, let's see. Can we see poetry up on the board? That was a good answer. I like that. All right, Diana's next up. We got one strike, so we're okay right now, but could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, folks. My name is Diana Skyslow. I'm in the Stats and AXI department. I've been a professor here since, a lecturer here since 2007, but I, like Leslie, came here in 2001 for my undergrad and never left. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering how to pronounce your last name because I honestly had no idea.
Yeah, so you switch the Z and the Y and ignore the D, and then you get Skyslow. And it's my dearest wish to make enough money that I can buy a UW building and then name it after myself so that all the students will have to learn how to pronounce it.
That's the dream right there. All right. Could you tell us a life skill that some math and CS students just don't have?
I'm going to say essay writing. Like
yeah, a lot about this writing stuff here. All right, can we see essay writing? Yeah, these are all great answers. Our survey's just not having it. All right, Craig, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Kaplan. I am a professor in the School of Computer Science. I first arrived in Waterloo in 1991 as an undergrad. I was here till 96. Then, unlike the others, I did leave. I was in Seattle for 6 years before realizing the error of my ways, and I came back in 2003 to be a professor. I teach a lot of different courses. I teach a lot of first-year courses, and in fact, I will be one of the instructors for CS 115 this fall.
All right, you guys are in for a real treat. I've worked with Craig before. He's a great guy. Make sure you talk with him as much as you can. Now, Craig, we're going to have to be careful here. You have 2 strikes, which means Pink Tie family might have a chance to steal if you get this wrong. So, you name a life skill that some math and CS students don't have.
This is really hard because math and CS students just have such complete lives with so many skills. I'm kind of out of ideas, so I'm gonna say gardening.
Gardening. I like this. You guys are getting really, really specific here. Okay. Survey says for gardening. Too bad. I know. All right. But that means that our Pink Tie family has a chance to steal now. Moving back over to Mary. Name a life skill that some math and CS students just don't have.
Social skills, like making friends.
Okay, social skills. Let's see it up on the board now. Oh, nice work. Good on you guys. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break as I think some of our... Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. I forgot to show the answers for this. All right, so can we see number 4? Doing laundry, sort of same theme as cooking there. All right, number 2. Hygiene. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing we're doing this virtually. All right. Now we are going to take a little break. So you guys take a second to drink some water. And I'm going to talk about some of the great sponsors that we've had this year. Where would we have gone without the Math Endowment Fund? The Math Endowment Fund has contributed to math orientation for as long as I've been here and probably even longer. Math Endowment Fund is an organization that provides financial support to all kinds of different math events and projects at the university. One of those projects is math orientation. They've been a wonderful support for us this year, and we recommend you look into them because they're a great place to get involved. Thank you very much. All right, now that you've all drank some water, I'm sure. Water. Loo. It's time to move on to round 3. So I'm going to need Martin. I'm going to need Morgan. All right, you guys all set? Okay, your silence is a resounding yes, I'm sure. Tell us, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers? Morgan! Looks like you're muted, Morgan.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that. I'm going to say applied math.
Okay, the Applied Math Club. Can we see that? Oh, for those of you who don't know, Pure Math Club is combined with Pure Math CO and Applied Math, so that's why that goes up there. All right, Martin, can we do better than that? Which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
I'll say the Board Games Club.
All right, the Board Games Club, led by Mary. I'm sorry, Mary, you're just not cut out for war, I guess. All right, that means we're going to move over to our Pink Tie family for another cycle around. All right, next up, we have Lucy. You tell us which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers.
I'm going to have to go with Double Degree Club.
Of course.
Gotta stay true to the roots, right?
All right, let's see Double Degree. Oh, very good. All right, next up, Maggie. Could you tell us which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers? Maggie, are you there? You might be muted.
Sorry, I will
No
go
problem.
with Axi Club.
Ah, the Axi Club. I love that everyone's just plugging themselves. Survey says. You guys are killing this one. All right. Now back up over to Mary. Mary, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
Math Sock, of course.
Yeah, let's see Math Sock. Oh, very good, very good. All right. Abhiraj, you guys are doing great. No strikes so far. Which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
I've got as a data science club.
Okay. And we see the Data Science Club up there. He cannot.
Oh,
That's a shame. All right, one strike. Brush it off. It's okay. We're all having a good time. Back over to Morgan. Tell us, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
Oh man, am I allowed to say like the math ambassadors? Does that count as a math club?
Well, let's see what the survey says. Can we see math ambassadors? Math ambassadors would be good for that though, because I'm an exec for it. Shameless little plug there. All right, back over to Lucy. Got to be careful here now. We have 2 strikes. Means the professors have a chance to steal. So, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
Okay, I'll have to play it safe. I'll go with CS Club.
Right. Yeah, the Computer Science Club. Is it up on the board? Survey says.
Oh.
All right. Still on 2 strikes, so still gotta watch ourselves here. Maggie, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
I would say Math News.
Yeah, Math News. I like your thinking. Can we see Math News? Okay. You guys are clearing this one up. Only 2 answers left up on the board. Back over to Mary. Which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
Oh gosh, what clubs are there? TSA.
Another club that I'm going to shamelessly plug myself in for. TSA is great. And hopefully it's up on the board because our survey says the Teaching Students Association. It's not the airport security one, so don't worry. All right, 1 answer left on the board, 2 strikes here. This is a very tense moment. All right, Abhiraj, which math club would lead the faculty in a war against the engineers?
I need to be a little careful. I'm gonna go with pharmacy.
Farm club?
Yeah.
All right. Can we see the farm club? Oh, look at that. You guys cleared out the board. I think that deserves a nice little pat on your back. All right. Yeah, professor family, you're going to have to watch out. These are a sharp bunch of undergrad students here. But there's still time here. There's still a few more rounds. And for this next round, I'm going to need Diana. I'm going to need Lucy. All right, are you guys all ready? Okay. Name something you haven't done since gym class in high school. Diana.
I'm gonna say exercised.
All right. Can we see exercise? Okay. Lucy, your response is?
I would go for running.
Okay. Survey says running. Looks like you guys have run yourself into another good round here. All right, we're going back over to our pink tie family. So next up, we're going to have Maggie. Maggie, could you name something you haven't done since gym class in high school?
Sports.
Okay, sports. Yeah, that's definitely true for me, I can say. Can we see sports? Nice. Okay. Mary, you guys are doing great here. No strikes, 2 answers left on the board. Name something you haven't done since gym class in high school.
The beep test.
Oh, yeah, the beep test. That haunts my dreams still. All right, our survey says... Okay, don't worry. We're doing okay here. We're all just having a good time. Abhiraj, 1 strike. Name something you haven't done since gym class in high school.
Okay. Fitness drills.
Okay. Can we see fitness drills? Okay. I know this is tough. I'm also trying to think about what I even did in gym class. It's been a while. All right, Morgan, we have 2 strikes on the board. Got to be careful here. Name something you haven't done since gym class in high school.
Maybe stretches?
Okay. Going to take a little dramatic pause. Our survey says, oh, too bad. All right. This means our professor family has a chance to steal. So, Andrew, tell us something you haven't done since gym class in high school.
I go with dodgeball.
Oh, those were the good days. All right. Is dodgeball up on the board? Oh, too bad. All right. Let's see what's hiding behind number 4. Wow, you must have had a really rough gym class then. Okay, number 3. Push-ups, of course. All right, well, that's okay. Our student family is leading by a long shot, but don't worry, we still have a few more rounds. We're going to take a quick commercial break. So everyone, shake it off, drink some water, and get ready to come back in about a minute.
How much is the ride?
It's free, pal!
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Oh, that song there is Rain On Me, which was our math dance song from 2 days ago. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out the math dance, highly recommend it. That commercial was from one of our sponsors, Take Tasty. They have very generously decided to give us coupons for their company for all of our incoming math students. So we're going to be sharing that with you on Microsoft Teams tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. Now, who's ready to play Faculty Feud some more? I'm going to take that silence as resounding yes. All right. Ah, there we go. Thank you very much. I'm going to need Craig. I'm going to need Maggie. All right. This is a very important question for all of our first years. Name a class that you wish you could take again. Not all at once. Ah, there we go. Craig.
Intro calculus.
All right. Intro calculus. So I'm going to go with Math 137 for that then. Can we see Math 137? Ah, okay, okay. People do like calculus. All right. Maggie, can we do better than Math 137?
I would say Math 135.
Yeah, I like that course too. All right. Math 135. Survey says. Oh, wow. Pink ties are really killing this game. We're going to go back over to the pink tie family now. All right. Next up on the block, it's Mary. Mary, name a class that you wish you could take again.
Math 239.
Ah, yeah. Intro to combinatorics. Very interesting stuff. Can we see Math 239? Too bad. I wonder how Martin's doing with that. All right. Name a class you wish you could take again now, Abhiraj.
I gotta say Math 237, Calculus 3.
Yeah, people really like calculus here. All right. Can we see Math 237? Oh, all right. 2 strikes. Gotta be careful here, Morgan. No pressure. Take a breath. It's all gonna be okay. Very zen. I like that. All right, Morgan. Could you name a class that you wish you could take again?
I think maybe CS 135.
Okay. We see CS 135. What a shame. All right, that means
I'm going to be sad.
well, we'll see afterwards. All right. That means our professor family has a chance to steal now. So we're going to pass it back over to Andrew. Andrew?
Always me stealing back.
Yeah. Name a class you wish you could take again.
Gonna go with Stat 230.
Stat 230. Who doesn't love a good statistics course? All right. Stat 230. I guess our survey doesn't like a good stats course. All right. Let's see what they did like, though. Number 7. Kindergarten. I feel like that's cheating, but okay. Number 6. CS 136. No, guess they didn't like 135. All right, number 4. Math 145. Look at our advanced kids out here. 14 of them. Wow. All right, number 3. Math 136. Linear algebra. It's a lot of fun. You have that to look forward to. Number 1. CS 116. Morgan, I'm sorry, but CS 115 was not up on the board. Maybe after this term, we can change that. All right. Don't worry. There's still lots to go on here. Still got a couple more rounds left. So I'm going to need Andrew. I am going to need Mary. You guys ready? Okay. Who is the greatest mathematician of all time? Andrew.
Euclid.
All right. Euclid. Okay. Yeah, Euclid's pretty good. But is there someone better out there? Mary?
None. There's no such thing as a greatest.
You're such a mathematician, getting all technical on me. Let's see if our survey said the same thing too, though. None. All right, moving it over to the professor family then. All right, next up, it's going to be Leslie. Leslie, who's the greatest mathematician of all time?
Let's go with Descartes.
Okay, Descartes. All right, that's okay. We can brush this off. We can still recover from this. Martin, who do you think the greatest mathematician of all time is?
Has to be Euler.
Euler. Yeah, that's
He's
a
from
good one. All right, can we see Euler from Edmonton? Very good. Okay, one strike. We're still in a good spot here. All right, Diana, who is the greatest mathematician of all time?
I am going to say Gauss.
Gauss. I'm a big fan of Gauss. Let's see if our survey was as well. Nice work. All right, one strike. We're sitting pretty here. Craig, who's the greatest mathematician of all time?
Well, my guesses were Euler and Gauss. So I'll go with Cayley.
Yes. Cayley's very good. Let's see if Cayley's up on the board. Okay. 2 strikes. We're in the danger zone now. Pink Tie family has a chance to steal if we get this wrong. Andrew, who is the greatest mathematician of all time?
Fermat.
Okay. If you guys don't know who Fermat is, you're going to learn a little bit about him in Math 135. And let's see what our survey said. Fermat? Woo. Okay. That means our Pink Ties have a chance to steal here. So we're going to move this over to Mary now. Mary, who is the greatest mathematician of all time?
Newton.
Okay. Dramatic pause. Can we see Newton? There he is. Pink Ties get this one again. Ooh, okay. We're running out of rounds here almost. So professors, you're going to have to work really hard for this one. Can we see number 8? Oh, okay. I guess we're not going to see number 8 then. But, oh, something happened there. Thomas, I think you went the other direction. Really? I do not belong up there. Who put me? Okay, whatever. Number 7. Galois. Another good Frenchie up there. Yeah, I definitely do not belong up there, but I am very appreciative of that. Number 5. Pythagoras, classic one. All right, number 4. Ramanujan. Ah, there we go. He was involved in a lot of combinatorics. And we know Euclid, Gauss, and Euler, of course. All right, so we're going to take another quick break. I'm going to read out another thank you letter to some of our sponsors. So you guys drink some water, and we'll be right back in a second. But now it's time to talk about one of our most important sponsors, MathSoc and Math News. MathSoc is our student government for the Faculty of Math. They represent you, all of the math students, and actually advocate for us. Not only that, they also run a lot of great events, as Mary mentioned, like their board game night. If you're looking for a place to get involved, definitely check out MathSoc. They have a lot of opportunities for you to check out. Also, we want to talk about Math News here because we released the special orientation edition of Math News today. If you check out Microsoft Teams, you'll see it posted out there. I definitely recommend you read it. In my completely unbiased opinion, Math News is the best paper to read on campus by far. All right, now, it's 11:40 right now. We're getting near the time for Fast Money, but I think we have enough time to squeeze in our 7th round here. So I'm going to ask for Leslie and Abhiraj for us to come up and get ready for our last round here. All right, what is the happiest day in the life of a UW Math/CS student? Leslie.
Graduation.
Can we see graduation? Oh, we can. Abhiraj doesn't look like you can beat that answer, so that means the professor family win this face-off. Now, we're going to move over to them and see if they can finish up this board. Martin, what's the happiest day in a UW student's undergraduate career?
They get a good co-op job.
When they get that dream co-op job. Cali or bust? All right. Our survey says... Really? Wow. I guess no one's getting those Cali jobs now, but... All right. Diana, 1 strike. We're okay here. Tell us, what's the happiest day in a UW student's undergraduate career?
I'm going to say when you pass your first term.
Okay. Once you finish up that first term, you really survived. You made it this way. Our survey says...
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Sitting on 2 strikes here, Craig. Very difficult situation. If we don't get this right, sure, the Pink Tie family is going to win this. So tell us, what is the happiest day in a UW student's undergraduate career?
In honor of all our new students, it's got to be the day you arrive.
Okay. Let's see the day you arrive. Ooh, too bad. Okay, that means our Pink Tie family has a chance to steal here. We're going to pass it over to Mary. Mary, tell us, what's the happiest day in a UW student's undergraduate career?
I am going to go with, after much deliberation and consideration, orientation.
That's what I like to hear. All right, math orientation. Woo-hoo! All right, Pink Tie family gets this one too. All right, let's see number 5. Getting their first co-op. I know, so close. All right, number 4. The day of acceptance. Yeah, I'll never forget my day of acceptance. Number 3. Day of last exam. Finally get all that stress off of your chest, and then it's ready to enter into the real world. All right. Well, thank you, Professor family, for playing. You guys were absolutely lovely, but our Pink Tie family was really sharp. So unfortunately, you guys are cut, and Pink Tie family is going to play Fast Money. please stick around for that. We're going to take another quick break. So drink some water. And I'm going to need Abhiraj and Morgan to get ready for Fast Money. All right. So we want to thank the math faculty itself. They're such a great organization. They've really supported us a lot through this process, and they've helped us in so many ways. Just look at all of our faculty members here volunteering for this great game show. We really appreciate all of the work they do, and we appreciate the home that they've made for us here. You are now part of that family. Welcome to the math family, and you're going to have a really great time. All right, so now, are we ready for Fast Money? Before we actually play it, I should probably actually read out the rules here. So, the way this is going to work, I'm going to ask Morgan 5 questions back to back to back. She's going to have 20 seconds to answer them all, going for the top answer on all of them. If she can't think of something, she can say pass, and we'll move on to the next question. The goal here is to get a combined total of 200 points with your partner to win the prize. Very mysterious. I wonder what the prize could be. So now, Morgan, please tell me, are you ready for Fast Money?
No, but I have to say yes.
All right. That's the spirit there, Morgan. All right. So it's going to start once I finish reading the first question. So get ready. At your co-op jobs, out of 60 minutes, how much do you spend working?
The co-ops I've had, by 30.
What is the best shawarma place in Waterloo?
Lizzie's.
What is something you hope students are not doing during virtual lectures?
Drinking.
What is the best club on campus to meet other people?
Oh, math sock.
Name a famous mathematical constant. Just ran out of time there, but that's okay. All right, you did great there, Morgan. You did great. All right. And when you said drinking, you of course meant drinking water, right?
Obviously.
Obviously. All right, excellent. Now, let's go see how she did. Let's pull up the board here. How are you doing today, Morgan, by the way?
Oh, stellar.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Really happy you could come here. All right. So for question 1, we said, at your co-op job, out of 60 minutes, how much of that do you spend working? You said 30 minutes. And our survey said, not bad, not bad. All right. For our next question, what is the best shawarma place in Waterloo? You said Lizzie's. Classic one right there. Can we pull that up on the board? I'm probably going too fast for Thomas here. All right. And our survey said, oh, look at you go, Morgan. You killed this one. All right. You said, well, our question was, what is something you hope students are not doing during virtual lectures? And you said drinking. Drinking water, of course, because we're all responsible students here and we would never do anything inappropriate. And our survey said, oh, yeah. I'm proud of them, actually. I'm very glad no one said drinking. All right. And we said for question 4, what is the best club on campus to meet other people? You said Math Sock. And our survey said, okay, not bad at all. We didn't get to our last question here, so that's okay. 80 points is great. Now I'm going to need Abhiraj to come up and hammer this thing home. All right, so Abhiraj, Morgan did a good job. She got you 80 points. You need 120 to put a pretty bow on this whole thing. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to read I'm going to read you the exact same questions I read Abhiraj, or Morgan. I'm getting confused now. Oh my. It's going to be a bit harder this time because you are not allowed to duplicate her answers. If you duplicate one of her answers, you're going to hear a little buzzer. And I'm going to ask you to try again. Because it's going to be a bit harder, You're only going to have 25 seconds on the clock this time. And we're going to kick this off once I read the first question. Are you ready, Abhiraj?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. At your co-op job, out of 60 minutes, how much of that do you spend working?
45.
What is the best shawarma place in Waterloo?
Sorry.
What is the best shawarma place in Waterloo? I think we're probably having a little bit of internet issue here from Abhiraj's end. Looks like he froze up. So we'll wait a sec to see if he's able to rejoin us, because it's not really fair if he got to hear all the other questions. In the meantime, I can answer some. Oh, is that you, Abhiraj? Are you back? In the meantime, I can. Oh, there you are, Abhiraj. You're moving again a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're back. All right, perfect. So sorry about the
Okay,
issues
sorry, I
there.
think my earphones just. I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, perfectly.
Okay. So I'm not exactly sure how we want to redo this, but I hope we can get, let's say, 20 seconds back on the clock, and I'll start back at the second question here, because you already answered the first one. That sound good?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
perfect. All right. What is the best shawarma place in Waterloo?
Osmos.
What is something you hope students are not doing during virtual lectures?
On starting right now.
What is the best club on? Okay. You cut out again there, so I didn't hear what you said for the third one. Could you repeat what you said?
Starting right now.
Okay, starting right now. All right. I guess that'll be our round for this. We'll bring this over to the board and see how we did here. We had a little bit of tech problems, but we're just going to move on to the end. That's okay. Don't worry. It is not your fault. All right. So if we could bring up the board. Our first question, at your co-op job, out of 60 minutes, how much of that do you spend working? You said 45 seconds. Or 45 minutes, not seconds. I really hope it's not 45 seconds. I also hope your supervisors are not watching right now, because they may have some questions. All right. Our survey said, too bad. All right. All right. What is the best shawarma place in Waterloo? For this one, you said Osmos. And our survey said, okay, not bad. Osmos is pretty good. All right. For our third question, what is something you hope students are not doing during virtual lectures? I'm not sure if you heard that whole question because you said starting now, and I don't exactly know what that means. But our survey said, yeah, unfortunately, and we were not able to get to the other questions. But I can tell you right now, for our very first question, the number one answer was 40 minutes. For the number two answer, for our number two question, number one answer was Laziz. For our third question, the number one answer was sleeping. And I really hope you guys aren't sleeping right now, because you'd miss all of this fun, exciting stuff. Our fourth question was the best club on campus to meet other people. MathSoc was the number one answer. And our last question, which we didn't really get to, was name a famous mathematical constant. And the number one answer was pi. Classic constant. All right, so unfortunately, you guys did not get to 200 points, which means you do not win the prize. And I can reveal what that is for you now. The prize, of course, was 20,000 crisp high fives from me, available after COVID-19. Our budget was not great this year, so unfortunately, that was the best we could come up with. Now, I
wanted that prize.
Don't worry, I can still give you some high fives afterwards for thanking you for coming here. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. A round of applause at home for all of our wonderful contestants here. And you guys can give yourselves a pat on the back. Thank you so much for tuning in. don't forget that we are having our program huddle tomorrow at 11 a.m. for a bunch of our different math programs. So make sure you tune in for that for day 5 of orientation. And then don't forget that Monday is going to be the pink tie ceremony, a long-standing tradition that goes all the way back since the dawn of time. And you definitely won't want to miss that. We're going to have some special guest speakers, the Dean of Math, and yours truly here. And yes, this is actually my hair's natural color, in case you were wondering. A nice little tinge of pink there. I'm joking, it wasn't. All right, thank you all so much for coming. I'd also like to remind you of our math dance submissions. You can submit a video of yourself doing the math dance until tomorrow at midnight. And also, I want to acknowledge Craig's cat because it is gorgeous down there. Craig, what is your cat's name?
This is Titania. She's one of 3. Another cat is being brought as a demonstration.
Oh, what's their name?
Otis.
Otis and Titania. Oh, that is so cute. I love your cat so much. I can see Morgan's almost crying here. It's enough to make a grown man cry, and that's okay. And another thing that'll make us all cry is signing off here, because that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. And stay pink, everyone, just like my hair. We'll see you next time.